This is all of it on WNYC. I'm Allison Stewart. In 2023, New York musician and venue owner Jesse Malin suffered a spinal stroke that paralyzed him below the waist. In 2024, he joined us remotely to preview his return to the stage, which was a benefit concert featuring friends like Lucinda Williams, Ricky Lee Jones, and Jacob Dylan. Through physical therapy, Jesse can now cover short distances with the help of a walker, and we're glad to say that we have him here in studio with us today because later this month, starting on February 18th, he'll embark on an off-Broadway show called Silver Manhattan, in which he shares his story of recovery through music and his life in rock and roll. Jesse Malin joins us now. Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Allison. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Are you going to start us off with a song?
Yeah, this one's called Oh Sheena. 2, 3, 4. I'm a broken artist and it really didn't go as planned. She's an apparition and she dreams of a foreign land. There's a world outside if you want it. There's a world outside you can know. There's a world outside. When I'm up the junction and I'm running out of PMA, she can keep a secret even better than the CIA. There's a world outside if you want it. There's a place in the stars and the soul. There's a world outside. Oh, Sheena, we can make it together. Oh, Sheena, we can't make it alone. Well, she paints a picture that nobody understands. She's infatuated with the songs of the dead and damned. When it all goes down on a corner in a sad and beautiful world, it's a place in time. Oh, Sheena, we can make it together. Oh, Sheena, we can't make it alone. Say on a silver landing coming over the Jamaica Bay. When it all goes down on a corner in a sad and beautiful world, it's a place in time. Oh, Sheena, we can make it together. Oh, Sheena, we can't make it alone. Oh, Sheena, we can make it together. Oh, Sheena, we can make it alone.
That was Jesse Malin. He's in studio with us, and starting on February 18th, he'll be performing an off-Broadway show, an autobiographical show called Silver Manhattan. Would you introduce?
Rob Cloris is on the piano, and he's also in Silver Manhattan in the play with us.
Love it. Tell us what the play is about. That's your simple question.
Yeah, the play, I guess it's about finding ways to survive when you're hit with hardships, and that would happen to me as a young kid, going through stuff that you get hit with growing up, and I guess in some ways it's a love letter to New York. This was the place that took me out of Queens to come down to Lower Manhattan to explore my dreams. And as much as New York changes all the time, I still feel like it's a great city for dreamers and to make stuff happen, and all the cultures, and you walk down the street and life just unfolds.
Right.
And in 2023, after years of touring and making records and using my body on stage and walking around New York, I had this spinal stroke, and I found myself in a restaurant on the floor and haven't been able to walk for 2.5 years. And so the play is a lot about wanting to get back into my city and be on the sidewalk and be around the people, but also to get back on stage and be with my band. And I still can't tour and do what I did to make a living, but I was able to get the guitar into my hands and get the band back together on some level. And music being the medicine and people and just the inspiration that comes from the energy of music, this city, and just believing that you can push forward.
How does it feel to be back on the stage, though?
I was very emotional the first time at the Beacon. I wore shades because I was crying.
Oh, you were crying. What made you cry?
The fact of being back there after it being gone for so long and that maybe it would never happen again. The love and support that I got from the music community and my fans and just, that helped me through such a crazy time and of uncertainty,
When did you start to think about telling your story on stage?
I had written a book during the time I was laid up. I was in the hospital at NYU for 3 months and then after that in Argentina getting stem cell treatments in Buenos Aires and in a clinic. And I was working on a book, so that was there. But the book was just going to be the early part of my life, like, coming of age and carving my name into some kind of musical place. But then the idea that maybe this story of what I went through and what I'm still going through could be inspiring to other people, and that there might be a more interesting way to tell it with songs. And I always believed in PMA. It was something I learned from these Rastafarians when I was 14 or 15, positive mental attitude. This reggae punk rock band, the Bad Brains, would sing about PMA, and it just stuck with me. It's something that I put forward in everything I do, but some days you get hit, and you got to get out of the NMA, negative Malin attitude. No, but there's something there.
Did it always make sense to have a one-man show?
Well, it's funny. It's a one-man show because it's a true story and it's my story, right. But I wanted to do it differently where there'd be a band. There's actually, we have an actor there, Bree Sharp, and the group is involved. They have lines, and not only do we play my songs, but it's something I've never done before. So it's challenging, it's inspiring, and traumatic at times.
Did you write the script first and then write the music after? Or did you have songs you figure like, oh, this would be really great here?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing about doing this play was the collaboration. The director, Ellie Heyman, and Lauren Ludwig, who I wrote the play with, to have a team look at your catalog of music and be able to cherry pick through it and be like, this song might work really good here. I'm like, really, that song? And then you put it in the context of the play, and it has a new life. But we did go with the script mostly first, sticking songs in here and there and seeing how they fit.
What were you looking for with collaborators? What were you looking for in collaborators? People that you could bring into your orbit and you could trust?
To trust them is a big word, yeah. To be honest and be open, and there's parts of this story that are, pretty exposed and raw, and like I was saying, it's traumatic. When I do it in front of an audience, it's cathartic. It's something that's transcendent. But when we're going through the writing process and rehearsals, and I'm talking about being in the hospital, or I'm talking about catheters, or like it's definitely can be kind of a beatdown. But when we take it in front of people, just like anything in this world, you get in a room full of other human beings, and there's some connection that's made on most good nights. And so working with them, I was just happy that I found intelligent people to look at my story from outside of me objectively, because we're all wrapped up in our own ideas. It's nice to have a sounding board, but people that have done this before. Because I've done shows, thousands of shows playing rock music, but never a play to go from here to there, to have the arc, to know how to land the plane.
Yeah. I'm in the studio with Jesse Malin. Starting February 18th, he'll be performing an Off-Broadway show, an autobiographical show called Silver Manhattan. The music director on this show was with Stereophonic.
Yes, Justin Craig, and he's great.
What did he bring out in you?
Again, I think he's been going through the script and feeling the rhythm and the peaks and valleys of it, and was able to kind of get a sense of where things needed to be toughened up and have more angst, or where things need to have just a certain sound or feeling, and to work the band into that place where the soundtrack also is telling a story, in the music. Derek Cruz, who's in our band, also helped a lot in that way. And I think everybody involved seems to love music and have a sense. They've either seen a lot of shows or they play an instrument, so we have that kind of dialogue. And Justin does a lot.
Can we hear some more music, Jesse?
Yeah, this is a song off a record called Outsiders, and it's in the play with the full band and horns. It has kind of a New Orleans vibe, but it's a song about immigration. And I think about my great-grandfather, and that's how this song starts. He came over from Kiev, from over there and the other side. And it's an important thing to remember these days, that we all come from somewhere. And New York and America is really about that. We got to be kind to each other. You know it's dark when atheists start to pray. Joey was a man from the other side, came across the sea for the better life. When he got close, they made him change his name. Push along a car through the marketplace, keep it in your heart when you're getting spades. That was so many years ago. I've lived in many places, I've fallen out of graces. I tried to feed the fire for so long. Oh, hey man, where you going? Uptown, the river's rolling, the sun comes, I'll be on my way. Come on, Rob. Oh. Well, I played in churches and I played in bars. A young kid with a sad guitar. To get close, I had to go far away. Well, I became a drifter, sent postcards to my sister, and I could hear her smile even when I'm far away. Oh, hey man, where you going? Uptown, the river's rolling, the sun comes, I'll be on my way. Well, I drank with kings and I danced with whores, mountain tops and distant shores, but you made me feel like someone I've wished to be. Well, I tried to wear my father's clothes, I planted seeds that didn't grow with a handful of thorns, and I thought that I was free. Well, I worked in a bank, drove a diesel van. Even Sonny Wartzik had a plan. Do your time and get out of society. Oh, hey man, where you going? Uptown, the river's rolling, the sun comes, I'll be on my way. Let's go, yeah! Now you're sitting in an office, never seen the world. Gonna blame it on the government or a girl, but there's somewhere else you know you'd rather be. Scratching up the numbers in a liquor store, dreaming of picking up a 44. Tell me more about your fantasy. Oh, hey man, where you going? Uptown, the river's rolling, the sun comes, I'll be on my way. Boxes in the corner, neatly stacked, parts of me, paper and wax, for a headlight day to ride in that Cadillac. And when it's over and I had my fill, gonna put my body up on Cypress Hill near Houdini for the final disappearing act. We're out of here, man. Oh, hey, man, where you going? Uptown, the river's rolling, the sun comes, I'll be on my way. Oh, hey, man, what you doing all along the road to ruin? You know it's dark when atheists start to pray. Oh, yeah! From the foxholes to the corner, got your mojo working. Whatever you believe in, all your voodoo, and the river runs deep, and the river runs wide.
That was Jesse Malin. Starting February 18th, he'll be performing in an off-Broadway show called Silver Manhattan. In Silver Manhattan, you said you're inviting people to come into my neighborhood, to my New York. What do you want people to know about your New York?
Like I said earlier, I think it's a place where anything could happen.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with the people, the history, the energy, and that we're all in this small place together. And, you just learn how to operate, how to communicate. It's not as isolating. It's not as lonely. I think there's people think of it as a tough town, but there's so much, and that's the mixed bag of all the cultures. I was saying about immigration. You go down to Chinatown, or you go into Little Italy, or you go up to the Bronx, or go to Coney Island, or anywhere. I mean, I live down in East Village, and there's a freedom there. There's something about coming to a certain place and where you can just be yourself and create and figure that out, screw up and find out who you are, and make a new family sometimes with community and friends.
Do you think that's still possible?
Absolutely, even with the high rents and even with all the corporate chain stores and all the cleanup, there's still a lot of art and a lot of soul.
You have a new memoir coming out in April, Almost Grown, a New York memoir. When did you start writing it?
6 months before this crazy spinal stroke happened, I started working on it. Yeah. And it was supposed to end about 20 years ago, the book, from coming of age, and it's in New York, some of it that doesn't exist anymore, and characters I met along the way that influenced me or inspired me, colorful people, and music stuff, and and then suddenly I guess this happened. So it was written a lot in the hospital, so the prologue and the epilogue deal with whatever my situation is now of being paralyzed, but the book is it's just a New York story, in a lot of ways. And I did it then, and I continued to work on it. It comes out April 7th, I believe.
And is the memoir tied into the show?
There's parts of it that are influencing the show, but the show Silver Manhattan is definitely its own story. But there's a connection there.
There's a connection
It's me,
there.
the guy Jesse Malin. Who the hell is that? Me, myself, and Irene.
I want to make sure we have enough time for one more song. What are we going to hear?
This song is called Revelations. It's a short one, and just want to say thanks to Rob Cloris for joining me this afternoon here.
Thank you, Rob.
Down here in the studio. Meet me at Angelica's for the final scene. In black and white Helvetica, you'll find the village green. Doctor or doctoring, mirror or mirage, Stockholm Syndrome metaphor, blame it all on Mom. I thought about our conversation as it played back in my head. I think I had a revelation, sick of calling on the dead. Purple hearts and question marks, she's still dressed to kill. Coffee shops and confidants, is she a friend of Bill? The promise of another year, a birthday in the fall, for a mighty moment, dear, we almost had it all. I thought about our conversation as it played back in my head. I think I had a revelation, isolation, sick of calling on the dead. Everything's gonna be okay, gonna be alright, gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay, gonna be alright, gonna be okay. Meet me at Angelica's.
That was Jesse Malin singing You Know It's Dark When the Atheists Start to Pray. His show starts on February 18th. It's an off-Broadway show, an autobiographical show called Silver Manhattan. When can people see it? Where?
At the Bowery Palace down here in the city, Manhattan.
Jesse, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me back, Allison. Good to see you.